Okay, so today I'm going to be doing analysis for Gabe versus the TheLabMaster. So Falcon versus Sheik. I'm just going to set up Dolphin quickly so that I can lab stuff. But yeah. Falcon versus Sheik is fairly easy to lab, which is good. It's quite a long set, but it should be alright. Okay, so let's get started. This is a hand warmer. Lame. Okay. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Okay. So you missed the regrab then on DIN. Against Sheik, she has like a mid-weight, so you can act. You don't need to like dash immediately out of the throw. You can react to their DI and then move, and it works. So if they do like no DI, you just react and regrab it. If they DI in, you react and regrab it. If they DI away, you tech chase on react. Well, you can't react to tech chase. You tech chase with like a read or something, or option coverage. You got that was a decent position to get a grab. If you were further back, you want to get a deep grab here because if you don't grab them near ledge and instead you grab them a bit spaced, so let's say you grab Sheik around here, and then Sheik DIs down and away after your down throw, they can wiggle out and grab ledge like this. So if you grab Sheik in this position, you get nothing off of a down throw. But you grabbed him a bit further forward. You grabbed him like here. So if he DIs to ledge now, then you can just re-grab him or up air him or whatever. So that was a fine thing. You just stomp. Stomp is fine if you wanted to catch like a double jump aerial, but you weren't like. You did a stomp around. You did a stomp around here, and if they did a double jump aerial, that's not likely to hit. If you want to do like a stomp, you need to do it like next to ledge, maybe even like edge cancel, like that or something. But you need to do it next to ledge if you want to catch a double jump aerial. You can also just grab ledge to beat the up B and stuff. So you're missing L cancels. That stomp was super low, so you probably know already that the way you want to L cancel is when the stomp comes out, I L cancel on the frame that it comes out. So I L cancelled, and now after the end lag is done, it will L cancel on hit. So this is off hit, and now if I go over there, it's still L cancelling on hit. So it's just one timing that gets both of them, and you need to practice that. Because you should be missing simple L cancels like that. Same thing there, it'll work there as well. Okay, that was a bad edge guard by him. I have no idea what you were trying to do then by ledge. Like, he slid off, so what was this up air trying to accomplish? This was never going to hit, and you just put yourself in a vulnerable position. Knee? What are you doing? That was a knee. He didn't DI, like, he didn't DI away properly, so you could just full hop knee this, and it would have comboed. You do reverse back air for some reason, but yeah. Nice crouch cancel. So if they're in a position where they can reach the side platform, so well, I'll have Falcon grab ledge first. So now if I have Sheik at B so that she can grab so that she can get to the side platform like that, well I'll do it a bit lower. Yeah, that seems about right. And now I'm gonna have her hold shield afterwards. So Falcon can just if Sheik is this high, you can do a somewhat early regular get up like that, and then you reacted to the fact that she had beat a side platform, and then you can do a nipple spike or a full hop stomp or something, depending on what you want to do. So you just do something like that, and then you full hop stomp, and then you go for the combo. I think you did it too late, or maybe you just didn't react properly. I can check now. So you started your regular getup after she'd poofed, and that's good for certain situations, but if she's high enough where she can reach side platform, you don't want to do that. So you should have done an earlier regular getup there. But then after the regular getup, let's see if you... You might have still been able to full hop stomp, but you didn't do it. So you're actionable here. I can check quickly. I can try and recreate it as much as I can. Okay. So I'm gonna get intangible as Falcon. Oops, I accidentally... Okay, that should be fine. And I'll just grab the ledge at the right time. So she poofs. Well, I grabbed ledge too early there. So she poofs. Okay, so she poofs there, and then you do a late regular get up like this, like you did, and then I'll do a full hop stomp. And yeah, it does still get her, so even in the example that you had, you could have still done a full hop stomp. So, Sheik up B's. Well, if she lands like this, then that's different. But she went to side platform against you. So she lands on side platform, and she can't shield in time. So you just react, and then full hop stomp it. Like that. Okay. Your platform tech chases have been very sus. So you go grab on him at 49%, and I'm pretty sure you could just straight up combo to an up air on no DI and DI in at that percent. It would be important to know these percents basically. So I'll do up throw, and if I do a frame perfect short hop up air. No, never mind. She still has to attack. So you have to either read with a stomp or something, and you can do option coverage with a stomp. So you can cover like 3 out of 4 options. Like Like I'm pretty sure here I can cover the attack in place and the attack roll in. So if I do this, I do attack roll attack in place and it hits it, and now if I do attack roll in, well, it whiffs here. So I'll try and adjust it a bit. It's kind of awkward, but and I'm not sure even if it will work here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might not work in this position, I guess. But you could definitely cover the attack roll away with it, for starters. Yeah, it hits the second place, but not the attack roll in. But there is like option coverage. It would cover the attack roll away, and basically you just have to keep into consideration which side they land on. By there, you could have just comboed straight to a second up air after the first, so you just do a falling up air here, instead of having to do fast fall double jump up air, which you missed. You're not reacting at all with this option coverage, and not option coverage, you're not reacting at all, and if you're not going to, well, you can't react to a lot of stuff because it's Sheik, and attack rolls, obviously, but if you're not going to try and do something like that, then at least just, like, cover certain options with Stomp, which will be more rewarding. Like, you've just been covering the attack in place with up air, not even as a reaction, you've just been doing it, and then if he attack rolls, you're getting nothing off of it. You might be able to do a low up air to cover the attack in place and then still cover the attack roll. I'll just check that quickly to see if that works. So I got a low up air here covering the attack in place, and now okay, and now I'm gonna have Sheik attack roll in instead, and hold shield. So you don't have time to cover it. So essentially, up air is either going to be a reaction or like you get frame advantage afterwards. Like she can only just like put up shield, but like she'll slide off after that and she'll aerial you, so that's risky. So you can't really hit her shield unless it's like super spaced or whatever here, because she'll just slide off aerial. So you need to be careful there. But you can't like option coverage of up air basically. Well, you just SD'd. You keep just jumping into his aerials here. You're bad at playing out a shield, from what I can tell. Like you're in shield, you just straight up jump into him. You just jump straight into him, and then you did it like twice. You need to use wave dash at shield in neutral. If he's in a position where you're like, if you're in this position and he's like next to you and he can throw out an aerial if you give him enough time, just straight up wave dash at shield and reset neutral. If you have time, if you have frame advantage, then sure, throw out like a short up aerial or something, or just like a retreating up air or something. But you play really not that well in like micro situations. And you missed jump cancel grabs there. Well, you just has to eat again. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you played PAL, so he tried to up smash. I'm not sure. I don't think Sheik has time to be able to up smash you in that position. So you were at like you're at some decent percent. I'll just test this percent because this is when they'd want to up smash. So let's say you down throw, Sheik down throws, dash, jump cancel, up smash, and I'm gonna have Falcon do DI down and away, attack in place, and then it looks like it might hit. Yeah, it does. So the guy you were playing against was just slow, because Sheik is able to get out an up smash in time. But you can double stick DI that and force her to tech chase. So you hold C stick down and control stick away, and then force her to do a miss tech thing. Again, you're missing out cancels. Like I've got a video explaining how to do it. So you just essentially need to go into training mode and just practice. You L cancel for as soon as the move comes out, and as long as you're low to the ground, it will L cancel on hit and on whiff. So you shouldn't really be missing those. Awkward position to get a grab. Sheik, lower level Sheiks like to spam these down smashes, and if you're grounded, just straight up ASDI down a low percent will be enough to this will probably be too high percent. Sheik will probably just this will probably knock down, yeah. So down smash knocks down here if you're not crouching, but she doesn't get the best tech chase off of this, so it's not like too bad or anything. Like if I get Sheik to, if I'll just get Sheik to dash attack afterwards, like yeah, she has time to dash attack the regular getup, but it'll essentially be like a super hard reaction, because you can always do this. So she's forced to like react while moving, and then at that point she'll be like vulnerable to like get up attack like that or something. So it's hard. It's a hard tech chase with Sheik, and at low percent. Plus, you could always just like if you're able to, you can just crouch, and then you can just stomp her afterwards like that, and then get a nice stomp. Okay, this is a situation. Let's see if you do this edge guard well, because this is a really easy to flowchart if you know what to do. So you just fucked up and didn't grab ledge. It looked like you knew the flowchart, but I'm not sure if you do. So you may know about a thing called the Lordandus recovery. It's here. So basically, it's this. So they're vulnerable. Marth is on ledge and he's vulnerable. He does the frame perfect regular get up to avoid the poof, and Sheik grabs ledge. So I assume you know about that. If not, just ask me about it. But it seems pretty obvious. So the way you beat that is just like, if Sheik is recovering from far away, like here, and she can barely upbeat to grab ledge like this, like that, then you just, when you time your ledge grab so that you'll get the ledge just before she does. So she's gonna upbeat and grab ledge, so you just wave dash off, and I'm gonna time my ledge grab so that I grab it just before Sheik does, and now as you can see, I'm intangible when the poof comes out. So that means if Sheik does the Lordandus recovery or something, so I'll just, this isn't, did that double poof just then? What the hell was that? I'll check. The poofs? And then it hits Falcon. Okay, that's weird, but anyway, that's besides the point. That's just a stupid recovery. And I have no idea what happened there, but regardless. So this is essentially the plan. So Sheik's gonna poof, and then you'll do your regular get up. And if she did the Lordandus recovery, that would occupy ledge for long enough so that she wouldn't grab ledge. And you don't have to roll, which means you don't have to play into a mix-up. Because if she does a straight up shorten or whatever, you can just straight up wave dash back to ledge. So she's gonna do this timed regular get up, and then I can just, if they went straight up, I can just react and wave dash back to ledge like that. And then Sheik's dead. If you don't have time to get this intangibility properly, then Sheik can Lordandus recovery, and then you'll have to roll up onto stage to beat her doing the Lordandus recovery. And at that point, she can just shorten straight up, and then you won't be able to punish out of a roll, so it becomes a mix-up, essentially. You overextend way too hard on these up airs when they're next to ledge. Like, you go for this up air, and if he continued to fall, it would have hit, that's fine. You force him to double jump, but then you don't drift back. Right now you should be drifting back while you're flying over here, so if you do a double jump back here, he could come falling down on you with an aerial. So what you should have done is up air, drift back straight away, so that when they do this falling aerial, you can shock them with a double jump double jump up air. You put yourself in a really risky position there, and you do that quite a bit actually. It's just something you really should change. Don't overextend that hard. Learn how to shock with up airs. Missed out cancel again. That one was kind of tricky, I guess, but okay, you misjudged. You thought you could get an up air before you had to attack, but you couldn't. If Sheik is just stalling ledge with poofs, you should not be getting hit by it. You should know how to play around it. Okay, let's see how you flowchart this. Okay, she did the double poof. If Sheik can double poof, you just roll. If she up B's close and high enough, you react and you roll on stage. If you rolled up here, you would have been able to stomp this up B to side platform, and then you would have killed her. So you get the kill anyway, but yeah. I'm pretty sure you were in your landing lag just then. So here's a concept I use quite a lot. So you're in your landing lag, and it looks like you're just out of landing lag. You become green. This means you're actionable, but you're just standing there. If you acted sooner, you would have been able to avoid this, or you could have shielded or crouched or something. But essentially, what I was going to say is something I do quite a lot is when I'm in lag, I will always hold down. So I'll do this. So do I dash that frame perfectly? No, I didn't. I'll redo that then, because if I'm not dashing that frame perfectly, then it's not a good showing. Do I do it this time? Landing lag. No, there was 1 frame of wait. I think I did it this time. Landing lag. Oops, I didn't hard L cancel. I think I might be late this time. This is annoying. Yeah. Maybe I need to practice. Okay, I think this might be it. Landing lag, turn. Yeah, okay, so this is a frame perfect dash. So, what I did here is, you might just think I did near dash back. And I kind of did, but there's more to it. If you look, I drifted back on the near for starters. So I fast fall, and then I L cancel. And you'll see that I'm holding down in my near lag. So, I'm in near, so I'm holding down. I'm kind of holding down here. I reset to neutral after that, but you can do it better than that. Yeah, this is a good example. So I'm holding down, 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 and then I dash back out of the lag. So this means that if Sheik, I'm gonna go and dash. I'm gonna go down smash Falcon in his near landing lag, like this. It's better to hold C stick down, by the way, because that way you can hold it. Wait, what? Oh, it's not showing the commands for Falcon. Never mind. But yeah, I get it here. But I get like a crouch cancel. At this percent, it's ASCI down, not crouch cancel. So I just get that. I tag here. Normally I wouldn't, because I wouldn't hard L cancel. So I just get the miss tag. So I don't get popped up essentially. If you want to be like, if you claw, and I don't know if you do, then you can do this. If you claw, then you can nair. Hold C stick down, and then just dash out frame perfectly. And that way you'll just be ASCing down the whole time, and that's better, but I don't claw, so I have a alternative that works. You should have re-grabbed then, if they DI in properly. Again, this up air on the tech in place, I'm not sure, you're just like, your platform coverage is just real bad. I'd recommend looking at like Wizzy or some other Falcon and just seeing how they do it, because your current platform tech chase coverage, you're never hitting him basically. Or you're never hitting him with anything good. And it's just real bad. That was interesting. So you got behind him when he did the ledge hop needles. So you could have grabbed him there. Which could have been good, I guess. You should have done a dash short hop up there. I imagine you use tap jump if you did that. Because with my instant up air method, I basically never fuck him up. My instant up air method is really good. If you do tap jump, then you can mess up like that, which is why I don't do tap jump. Yeah, fuck tap jump. My method is way better. If you claw, then you just use claw for your instant up airs, but if not, I recommend my method. So here's what you're meant to do if Sheik down smashes your shield. I might have to edit these parts together because I'm gonna get food in a second. But I might have to stop this analysis early and split it up into 2 parts. Anyway, so Sheik, let's say she's close and she down smashes, yeah? If you're not holding your shield forward, you'll only take 2 hits on shield, and then you just stomp out a shield, and that punishes, yeah? But if you're holding in, you'll get hit by the third hit of Sheik's down smash as well, and at that point, you're not able to stomp out a shield. So I get hit by all 3 hits, stomp out a shield, but now you're going to see that Sheik can shield in time, so Sheik gets her shield out. So what you're meant to do is, if you're holding your control stick towards them, then you react to the down smash and just release your control stick to neutral between the hits. So before like the second hit. So I'm just holding control stick in. I react to the fact that they down smash. I release it back to neutral, and that way I only get hit by 2 hits. And at that point, I can just stomp out a shield and kill the Sheik. So there you go. You can just ledge hop stomp on reaction to air dodges like that. Okay, that was just bad. So she can't even like reach the side platform or whatever here. So you should have refreshed it so that you became invincible here. You did it way too early, and that way I would have been invincible when the Sheik got the poof out. So then I wouldn't have regular get up. I would have just stayed on ledge and reacted to them going up, and I would have done a ledge hop knee and killed her. So that was just a bad edge guard by you. He DI'd the down throw really badly, but you didn't combo off of it. Again, I explained the flowchart earlier, and you are not timing your ledge grabs properly. Like, I'll show how early you grabbed it here. So you grabbed ledge now, and look how long Sheik is going where you're wasting invincibility on ledge. She's still not able to grab ledge. She's still not poofed yet. She's still not. This has been a lot of frames. And only now is she about to poof. So you wasted so many frames. If you should have grabbed it like way later here. Like I'll explain where I would have grabbed it. I'd have grabbed it here, or maybe even later because she had to drift in. So you just grabbed it way too late, way too early, and it ruined the flowchart that I explained earlier. The flowchart that I explained earlier is really good for beating for edge guarding Sheik, and you really should learn it. Double up air. You couldn't really do much about that. You couldn't really do much about that. You couldn't do like the flowchart there because she could up B onto stage. So if she up B's onto stage at that point, then you just read it and roll up. Not read, you react to that and roll up, because there's the threat of the double poof. That was an incredibly risky instant double jump. For starters, you can instant up air at a shield when Sheik does an F tilt. So Sheik does a space staff tilt on shield and then holds shield herself like this. So now as Falcon, if I shield, I can just instant up air at a shield and it'll hit the Sheik. Anyway, I'm gonna go have food. I will finish analyzing this as soon as I am finished. So it'll be split into 2 parts.